Cool. I think we are live. So welcome, guys. Welcome. We'll just be continuing the campaign from yesterday as Clan Pestilens. Which obviously you can tell we're streaming much later in the day. But it's good because it'll be good kind of getting used to streaming later in the day anyway, because I actually start my job on Monday. All right. All right. Trying to think of where I left off. I think we just need to attack Itza there. Yeah, our food's maxed out, so we'll bump that up to tier 5.
Fuck of Pestilens. Pestilens stalks.
Alright, looks like they actually might be trying to attack us down here, but yeah, I really need to get some more cunning heroes, but just have not been getting lucky. And we're sending, I think, one of them to go meet Eshin. But this should be an easy fight. Oh yeah. Nothing too difficult at all. I hope everyone's Thursday is going well. Oh, it's like a Skaven map too. Oh, this will be even easier. Let me check one thing here. Yep. Cool. Alright, everything's good. And yeah, this shouldn't take too long. Which once people start showing up here to the stream, I'll be able to talk a little more about a new thing that I will be doing on the channel, which I'm pretty excited for. And yeah, let's just get rid of that tower. Scroll can come up here. Good. That's fine. One more shot and we'll be good there. Alright. Got that down, so now we can just start casting whatever we want. Good. Let's turn down Game Snow. There it is. There we go. Just a little loud on my end. Alright. And yeah, we'll just have them shoot right into there. Good stuff. I didn't even realize that. Not to mention, I'm kind of surprised they spawned it right there. Gorok. Go. They should converge on this a little bit. There we go. Get some decent kills. Nothing like outstanding, but we're not doing too bad. Yeah, these are all unbreakable units. Excuse me. Which you can probably tell I'm a little like quieter today. I'm pretty tired still from the workout from this morning. But yeah, it just really hit me. Haven't really been consistent with it, so just doing a little bit really hit me pretty good. Let's tell them to stop firing for a little bit. Let's see. Let's bring these guys up here, and we'll like create some holes in the wall. That way we have easier ways to shoot at their single entities. And if they decide to start flying at us, we'll snipe them down. Same thing for here. Good, good, good. And these are all unbreakable. I wonder... We don't really have a good angle to shoot like these heroes. Look at these snipers. Alright. Good. Not bad, not bad. Let's bring two Giselles up on this hill and see what happens. I don't think we'll be able to hit those heroes, but you never know. Alright, yep. Shift.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's what I've been messing up on. Alright. Yeah, get rid of all of these unbreakable units.
Blessed with fear.
It says they have a clear line of sight. Just not really seeing. They're getting a few hits, I guess. Good, good, good. Hopefully we can kill him before he goes down off the wall. There we go. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. See where he goes first. That works. Shoot that hero. Getting a few hits on him here and there. Good. And this is a pretty bad line of sights though. We'll get it figured out. Good. All right. Really wish we had Warp Bomb right now.
Rattling gun.
There we go. Melt him. Good. Alright, now kill Gorok. Move them over just a tad. Good. Doing some damage here and there. All of these guys are unbreakable. Okay. And that's when poison wind mortars will come in handy. Man, you just... I tell you what, that 15% missile resistance is really helping him out a lot. So, I guess he's technically at like 70, since it... I would imagine this is considered small arms fire. If I had to take a guess. Alright. Shoot that down. Skulk's actually got quite a few kills here. Didn't even realize it. Finally getting some damage on him. Okay. Yeah, need to be careful with that. Do not want to be killing our own units, obviously. Yep, just keep having them destroy Gorok. Between Gorok and like their Croxgors and Stegodon. Alright. So it looks like DM is live. He sure is playing Horizon's Gate. Alright. Man, Gorok is a tank. No worries though. Alright.
Blessed with filth.
Alright. Once we get our heroes leveled up too, we'll be able to get Skulk's abilities. Man, that didn't kill him, huh? Keep killing that boy. What's that? Yeah. It's not really doing a whole lot, is it?
Die! Die!
It's fine.
Horned rat's blessing.
DM, welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome, welcome. I imagine you won't be able to stick around too long. I noticed you were streaming. Hey, sounds good, my friend. I'm not sure how long I'll stream today, but it's always good to have you around, my friend. So I appreciate you stopping by. You as well. Have a good stream, my man. Have a great stream. Yeah, it's not really when I stream. Usually I do it early in the day, but I just need to kind of get used to streaming later, I guess, because this will kind of be the new norm for me. Yeah, get rid of these units. How does this not break? I mean, he'll die. But, come on. Alright. Good, we got rid of them at least. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Which I wonder if we can get in range of the Pterodon riders. We really need... Can these guys... Yeah, they can't come up here. I didn't think they could. Because we need to do something about the Croxagores. And that Stegodon. I don't know what's over here. Okay, we'll have to deal with this too because it's an unbreakable unit. As well as this one. Of course. Good lord. They got so many unbreakable units. Gorok. No problem. He'll die eventually. Wasting a lot of ammo on him, but he has a lot of their balance of power. I wonder if we bring the poison wind mortars and use them against the Croxagores. I don't think it'll be terribly effective, but I mean we'll find out. Bring these guys up. Bring him up. Probably 2 more volleys and Gorok should go down. Hopefully. I mean, I guess it's like a good and bad thing about, it's not breaking. In a siege, like in a battle, it'll be a little different. But in a siege, if, usually they would have broken at that point, and instead they just took it all and, obviously died. So, which he'll be back in like a turn anyway. But this will be, it's his last stand basically. So, all right. Kill these last 2 guys, or 5. Awesome. They are stealthy. They just lurk. Are we even in range? No, not quite. We can become in range though. We can just fast forward. We got plenty of wins to handle the rest. which I do have a exciting announcement, I guess. I've created the playlist on my channel, but I will be starting something. I don't know how it'll go yet. It was kind of brought to my attention, but I'll be doing like kind of similar to like 20 turn guides and whatnot, but it'll actually be like level up guides for lords, based on the difficulty, like the very hard difficulty, which I mean, you don't have to, only use it on that difficulty. It's more or less, I guess, comes down to personal preference and taste. But so yeah, I've got a few lords like maxed out at level 40 in some other campaigns that I'm gonna use some early videos for, and I thought about doing like just one faction in general, like all the Skaven lords all in one video. But due to like the faction mechanics, like the diversity in faction mechanics, I think I'm just gonna do one individual lord at a time. That way it's easier to explain like why you'd focus like for Skrulk, like plague monks and priests and catapults versus other units, and so it's just easier to see the explanation behind the thought process, I guess. So, but I'm hoping to have one or two of those videos done by the weekend and have it uploaded, and just kind of let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that was brought to my attention by some of the people that have been watching the stream pretty frequently, and most notably Anon234. So that's a little bit of a shout out to you, my friend. So thank you for that. And again, it's not something where if you don't do this, you suck and you shouldn't play the game kind of thing. Not by any means. Hey Anon, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, I've got a few legendary lords ready to roll. So yeah, it'll be most of the Dwarven lords I have ready, as well as the Skaven lords, other than I mean, I'll get to Tretch eventually. I've just never played as him because he is god awful. But I will get to him eventually, and Throt as well. He died in one of my my campaigns, playing as Ikit, and so I actually don't have him leveled up, but I have Queek and Queek, Snitch, Ikit Claw, and obviously I'm doing Skrulk right now. So I got most of these Skaven lords wrapped up and good to go. I just need to make the individual videos on them. So I'm excited for it. I think there's a lot of potential in it. It's something that hasn't really been done, and so yeah, I am excited for it. It's just gonna take some time to get it cleaned up and looking nice before I release a video. So. Alright. You just have so many unbreakable units. It's just kind of annoying. Can we? We sure can. We can shoot him right in his face. Excuse me. Which I have to apologize Anon. I probably, if you can, I'm sure you can tell I sound pretty tired, which I am drinking more coffee. It's gonna take a little bit to kind of hit me and wake me up, but yeah, it's just been a long day. Got up early, worked out, still fasting, and so it's just kind of all hit me all at once. Good. Alright, let's see if we can shoot him. Yeah, I didn't think so. Which I'm glad, Anon, you're able to stop by today. I know I'm streaming a little later than I normally do, so I'm glad you were still able to make it. Yeah, our winds are pretty bad. Well, let's bring these guys back up here and we can bombard those guys at least. Yeah. No. Get back. You will lose that 10 times out of 5. Need another plague priest. But I was sloppy in a battle and actually got my cunning priest killed. Alright. Scroll stats aren't like terrible, but man, lately, like in other battles, he's just not held up worth anything. So, especially with unbreakable units, it makes me a little nervous to send him in there. Good. Now it says, one thing that may help is using the CJ's campaign configuration mod to instantly level up your lords at the start. No need to spend time in the campaign to level them up for a tutorial video. Ah. That would be really helpful. Which I have, I mean, I have a decent amount of like campaigns started. I have some, I mean, Dwarves and Skaven are more or less done. Dwarves, Skaven, yeah, that's actually a really good point. I'll look into that. Because there'll be some campaigns where I'll dread playing them just because I don't really enjoy the faction. So that's actually a really good point. What the heck are you doing? Shoot him right there. But hopefully you, I mean, it wasn't really anything too crazy. It took me about 5 minutes to do, but, alright, he's blind. I finally got like a profile picture up, basically. And, yeah, it's nothing crazy, but it's better than a brown L. So, no. Come over here.
Onward.
Come on. Chase me.
Ones will. Fight, seek.
Really? There we go.
Infest, kill. Pestilens abound.
It should save you. Anon says it should save you time by making the videos. Don't actually need to play a stretch. Just use the mod, max them out, then record where you put points. Yeah, that's a really good point.
Come, brothers.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. So thank you, Anon, again for some more helpful tips. Let's. Oh yeah. Of course. Let's just. I mean, we can get rid of. We can give him something to think about. There we go. Shoot him. You got so many freaking unbreakable units. Good. Which they're just. Ooh, I have an idea for them. There we go. Bring the Jizzos around and we'll just snipe that group out. Let's see if I can actually get them to drag this guy out. Anon says, no problem, I found it after a quick 2-minute Google search. I would have been surprised if a mod / tool wasn't available like that to help create videos. Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You know, that way, I mean, not even like everyone, not even just content creators can just, you know, if they really don't want to play as someone, they can just get rid of it. Or, you know, bypass it and see for themselves. Good. Shoot him. Cool. That's actually working out really well. And there's the army losses. Good stuff. That should be the end of Itza. Which I think, ow, got a bug bite or something. Ow. For my dwarf campaign, like for the 24-hour live stream, I have everyone leveled up to level 40 except Thoric right now. He's at like level 23, but I've actually been thinking about doing a campaign with him, and since I'm only going to be doing like one lord at a time, because I have like a playlist on my channel. It's empty obviously right now, but it's like, I think I named it like legendary lord, like level up guides, and then within that I'm gonna have more playlists for like, and then, you know, have like high elves, dark elves, you know, that way. So even though like I'm not gonna do every legendary lord at once in one video, people will still be able to go in and find the specific lord they want, and I'll still have like chapters built into those small videos anyway, so people can find whether it's talking about the army build or leveling up and all that kind of stuff, and kind of my reasoning behind each decision. Let's go down the rest of his blue line. His magic's pretty well taken care of. His red line's done. I never really plan on using him in melee. But, I mean, we got a few extra points left over, so it's not that I won't use it just right now. It's not a priority. Alright. Good.
Loyal to Clan.
Good.
His scent reveals nothing.
Alright, now we need, what does this do? Yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely need walls. I think I messed up. I'm not getting hell pit attendance because I don't actually have, I destroyed that building. So I made a mistake there. Yeah, that'll be good. And ooh. Next turn we'll get this the money building going. Actually, that'll be more important. That's a shame. Oh well, we'll get it next turn. No worries there. Yeah, now these guys are done for. They'll probably run away. But who knows? It is their right of primeval glory army, so they might think they're strong enough to take it on. Which I don't know. Anon, if you were here yesterday when I said it, but my next campaign will be Thoric. When I first started the channel, I did like recordings of a campaign. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna do another one on the Mortal Empires campaign, and yeah, just play it out and kind of show people. And I do, in general, like my like dwarf army builds are fairly different. I mean, I shouldn't say fairly different. They are a little different compared to what other people build them as. So it will be fun to kind of see what people think of, or kind of see like what people think of the army builds that I create with them compared to, you know, other ones. Right. And yeah, we'll keep sending this guy east to meet Snitch. Good.
My tackle. Fight me. Die in pain. Pain.
Good, good, good. And we'll carry on. Manon says, good idea. I would imagine they will do well because I see other people on platforms asking about leveling guides, and there aren't any out there. Dame has 4 or 5, and that's it. Yeah, it's. I mean, I couldn't sleep last night. I fell asleep at like 9 or 9:30, and then I woke up at 1 in the morning to use the bathroom, and I was like wide awake, and I was up for like 2.5 hours after that, and I just made like a list on my phone of things to kind of like talk about in the videos with them. And so I have a pretty good idea of like everything I want to cover with them. Which, you know, if I leave something out, I mean, I'm sure people will be able to help me out and be like, hey, you know, like, what about this? You know? So I'm not really too worried about it, because I can always improve on the videos over time. Yeah, we're... because that's the capital.
We shall sicken and slay. Hoarded rat provides.
Now it says lots of 20 turn guides available, but they aren't the same thing. Yeah, and I mean, I think it's a pretty common understanding. Like, 20 turn guides in theory are really good. You know, thinking about it, like, yeah, that makes sense. Especially for people that, you know, want to try a new difficulty for the first time. You know, it makes a lot of sense. But I think it was the big reason why like Legend stopped making those videos was because as soon as they came out with a patch, it more or less could have wrecked everything that he just spent, you know, a day on making. And so you can put in a lot of effort with it, and then as soon as they come out with a patch, it defeats the purpose of even making that video. And I think the 20 turn guides are kind of a thing of the past. Plus, not everyone is gonna play on, you know, like the legendary difficulty or even harder difficulties. So I mean, you're really like catering to a specific of all the difficulties, you know, you obviously could be playing on. Like, you're really focusing on a really narrow demographic, and so it's. Yeah. Let's get another knowledgeable lord. But that's why too, I think these will be different, even though like I'm basing mine off of, you know, legend or not legendary, like very hard difficulty. It'll be different in the fact that it's more based around armies that I enjoy playing with. Like, I've always enjoyed missiles and artillery. So I mean, you know, that's where I'm kind of coming from. So yeah, it's not that, you know, if in the guide, right? I mean, which I'll explain, but you don't have to only use the guide, you know, for very hard difficulties. It's more based around the armies that I build, which it just happens on very hard difficulties they do really well on. So, all right, let's. The enemy failed to spot your ambush. Oh, we'll be fine. And also has exactly a legendary, like a legendary lord level up or level guide applies to all difficulties exactly, and like mine will be focusing again, you know, like on missiles and artillery and magic, depending on who the legendary lord is. So yeah, I mean it'll cater, you know, to more people that aren't focused on melee, but at the same time, I think overall it'll be good. A good video. So, yeah, let's just come up here. Make sure we have good line of sight the whole time. Which we definitely do. Good stuff. So yeah, I'm very excited for it. I just need to, you know, make a video and see what I like, you know, about it, things I need to change, things I need to add in, that kind of stuff. But for the most part, I definitely think I have kind of like the points I want to talk about. Sorry, I'm very kind of out of it. Alright, you guys stop firing for now. Alright, yeah, just save him. Oh, that's right. I ambushed them. So they're just going to stay bottled up. Yeah, he's dead.
What? Very good.
He is gone.
Yes, master. Scurry. Advance retreat. Channels charged.
This spell does so much more for the AI, it seems, than it does for the player. Like, that thing just seems... I think it's like Shem's Burning Gaze or something. The things seems to do so much more damage, like, for the AI than it ever does the player. Alright. Alright. Anti-player bias. Oh yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with like Spirit Leech. You know, in terms of like how the game isn't balanced. In terms of like, or not the game isn't balanced. Like the magic isn't balanced across the unit scale sizes. All right. Yeah. Good. Alright. Yeah, it's fine. Jeez, you know what you could do is just... I mean, like with this like bug in the game, like you can make, you know, like an all rattling gun army and just use it for ambushes, or like, you know, like half rattling guns, half Giselles, a couple warlock engineers, and you just do this to them the whole time. Alright, alright, he's the next problem. Well, I guess they got a few of them. And says, now they mention it, you may want to mention the unit scale in your videos because it doesn't impact gameplay and army comp. Yeah, that's very, very true. I better put that in my notes now before I forget about it on my phone here. Unit scale, because I have my difficulty. Excuse me, my voice just cracked. I have difficulty. You know, like no mods that specifically buff my battles for the player or campaign, single player campaign, and now unit scale. So it's what all of them in general will be based off of. But because I'm sure, I mean, the reason I have to throw those in there is it's the same thing, you know, Legend deals with in his videos where. People are like, well, you know, you don't do a balanced army, or you know, I don't have a problem on that, or I don't have problems with that on my campaigns, and then you know they're playing on like easy or normal or something like that, which that's fine. There's nothing wrong with playing on those difficulties. Just you know, like just please you know read the description of the video before you know jumping down someone's throat about it. So, which. I mean, that's the good thing about my channel right now is I don't think anyone is going to do that. So it's not like I have to worry about it, really. Yeah, I'll just keep sniping them. Which I wonder how experience, if it's just based off, yeah, it looks like it's based. I always thought it was based off on like how many units they kill, but it's how much damage they must inflict, which is good to know. Which I mean, I'm 2 years into the game and I didn't even know that. I'm definitely more of like a play first, ask questions later kind of thing, which is a good and bad thing, I guess, depending on how you look at it. Yep. We'll be able to bring up our like Rattling guns too, and just be able to shred these guys as soon as our Jezzails run out of ammo. I don't know where their like hidden units are though. Yeah, just anything with missiles, get rid of that. Good. Yeah, I really hope they fix this for Warhammer 3. Really, really hope they do. And Han says it's so satisfying to watch those HP bars melt down. Oh yeah. But you probably won't be able to kill any more with how much ammo I have left. But you never know. Yeah, just shy. They did their job though. I mean, if we look, 16,000, almost 15,000. Yeah, I mean they did more than their share of the load there. So gotta be pretty happy with that. Let's bring up our priests just in case their missile, like their missile units that are hidden. Alright, and yeah, he is not gonna get close. Alright, come on. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what they were shooting at. Get wrecked. Surely they've got to have the army losses here. There it is. There we go. Close victory, come on. Oh well, still get the same amount of XP for Skrulk and the rest of our heroes, so that's okay. Which Anon, if you haven't already, I definitely I've pinned my Discord link in the chat. That's where, which I mean, you're really good about you know, hopping on pretty much as soon as the stream starts anyway, but just in case you want more like smaller details or updates, that's where I post those pretty frequently. So which tomorrow will be a pretty big stream. I'll probably yeah, take the money. Probably, I don't even know. There we go. Good. Start getting that research. Probably be at least for a few hours tomorrow. Good. Good. Not so sure. Yeah. Which again, I mean, it's just a easier way for me to kind of like let people know what's going on, that kind of thing. Just because I can't at this point in time like kind of make a post on YouTube because I don't have enough subscribers. So it's basically, you know, my main way of communicating with as many people as I can. All right, yep. Ooh, I need to actually get Howling Warp Gale for some flying units. And we'll get Lightning Strike just in case we don't ambush someone.
My eyes gone, but I see.
Like that. Good.
Reap for Pestilens.
Good. Ooh, that's really good. What's... Ooh, that's even better. Yep, blessed with filth. Good. Good. And yeah, we'll start using this as a sack city with this guy. And we'll start getting Ravenous Expansion. Which if we need to, once he gets to that level, there we go. We can always just swap him out for a Warlock Master, because I do prefer those as the lords leading my armies now, instead of like Plague Lords or anything like that. Yeah, expand the under Empire. And yep. Alright. Might as well get him some more resistances. Good. Yep, make him immortal. This guy will go into that army. Good. Yep. Increase our capacity for everything. Awesome. I think that's all. Yeah, because he'll go in the next army too. Let's just put him in the army next turn.
Frenzy.
That's good. Good. And we'll carry on.
Thief in the living.
Yeah, YouTube's struggling a little bit with telling me how many people are here again. Right now it says it's 0, but obviously Anand's still here talking with me, so I don't know. Hopefully, if I ever do hit 1,000 subscribers, they'll kind of start taking it seriously and hopefully help me out. Good. Alright. Yep, that's fine. Good, good, good. Which you don't have to do this, it's just more like for my OCD. I like having all my like heroes and whatnot kind of in order. Anon says, one thing I hope happens to Skaven in Game 3 is to rebalance all of the factions' rosters to be more like Eschens. Make units not native to your clan, but more expensive. Yeah. That would be interesting. You know, definitely, obviously, make people prioritize, which, in my opinion, like, you know, I mean, I don't know, like, play, you know, in general, play how you want to play, but you should play into a faction's strengths. So, you know, like, if you're playing as Eschen, right? Like gutter runners, assassins, all that stuff. It's really fun. That's the point of, you know, Eschen. So don't like build monster units with them. You know what I mean?
Seek out plague. Faithful servant of decay.
Good.
Yes,
yes. Good.
Cankerous delight.
Anon says also in the lore, Clan Scryer makes all of the Warpstone weapons, so the ones you have were technically bought from them. Yeah, it would be interesting too, like going along with that idea. So you know, Eschen, obviously, you know, you deal with like assassinating or doing weird things, you know, sketchy things to increase your relations with them. So that way Eschen still has that attribute where you're doing like dealings like that. But you know, like for Skrulk, right, you can do your weapons team, but it's more expensive until you confederate Clan Scryer. That would be, you know, one way they could go about it. That way, you know, not every Skaven faction has like the shadowy dealing kind of thing. But that way it still makes you kind of, I guess it would, you know, keep people from just doing, like, Doomstack after Doomstack with a, like, every single Skaven race, you know, if that makes any sense. It would actually make you play into, other Skaven, like, strengths. And obviously, excuse me, I keep burping. Other faction mechanics and make you become basically a well-rounded player instead of just being like, oh, Skaven, weapons teams. Don't have to worry about anything else, that kind of thing. There we go.
A bold move.
Money's not great, so let's actually go down Quartermaster.
Short tail, fool.
It's not really what I want, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be too picky.
Loyal to Clan.
We can always swap him out and put him in another army later on. Ooh, no. Get ballistics calibration first. And that's all good. Now we'll really be able to start going because we'll continuously have this sack city. And, you know, we'll be getting our hell pit attendants a lot more often and everything along those lines. So, really going to start taking off here finally. Need to go to this guy, this hero over here. There we go. Anon says, one good example is Vermintide 2. You're fighting Clan Fester in that game, but the gutter runners say they belong to Eshin. Yeah. That's what I mean. You know, like you can pay them, right? Or you can pay to have the units, but they're like either super expensive, you know, like it is with Clan Eshin now, or it like makes them expendable, kind of like how Draca makes elf units like expendable and like her faction as a whole. So like say until you confederate Scryer, those units are expendable, or like monster units until you get Throt, his units are expendable, that kind of thing.
Great character.
Good. All right. Yep, that'll be good. Cool, cool, cool.
Most. Step, die. A true disciple. Move. Fight, die for me. I order. Scurry move.
Ward save.
Bring decay.
Sorry, buddy. Oh, that's on Skrulk. Cool. That works out.
Even great clans answer to me.
I've never played Vermintide 2. So I've watched Legend briefly play it. On his streams. First person games for me, they're just not my cup of tea. Mainly, I mean, I grew up playing them a lot, you know, like on PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, that kind of thing, and I just kind of grew out of it more or less. You know, it just doesn't. That'll be better first. Will it? Yeah, do that one first. Yeah, it's just not really my cup of tea anymore. In general, like I've always preferred like campaign strategy type games, which I realize, you know, first person games can be strategy based, but I like the turn based where, you know, you're fighting. You're worrying about more than just one thing that's right in front of you, kind of thing. Which I guess, Anandi, I was kind of curious, as we're just kind of hanging out here and relaxing. In terms of like Thoric and his campaign, do you have like, I don't know, I guess your, you know, experience with him? Do you have any like recommendations, questions about him, what you're looking forward to in that campaign? There we go. Now we'll send him up to Molder. Good. Yep. Which, if you're not, I mean, that's totally okay too. I mean, if you're like, no, I'm good, you know, I'm just gonna be there to watch, that's totally fine. There we go.
Loyal to Clan.
Good stuff.
I am the Plague Lord.
Yep, let's make things cheaper.
A true disciple.
There we go. Now we can handle some flying units in his army.
His scent reveals nothing.
And yeah, we'll just get a full stack with him. Yep.
Victory! Now eat swallow defeated.
Okay. Never really used a chieftain before. But he's cunning, so I mean, it's all about trying new things. So let's get him in here. Let's see.
Pestilens will rule the world.
Yeah, get that. Actually, get that going up as well.
Blood pestilence is all. Racketator. Scurry forth.
Yeah, let's just come here and raid. Get more food. We can. We don't really get much money from that settlement, do we? I forgot about that. Yeah, because these are garbage. Shoot. Alright, we'll figure it out. Manon says how to deal with vampire, chaos, and Skaven corruption. Are you saying like in general how to deal with that, or just with Thoric? Since I'll be playing him next. And then Anon says once you take Queek's territory, that province suffers from all three, and it can be hard to manage. Oh, I should have finished reading it. Yeah. It kind of depends what you do. So I played as Thoric, I mean, over 2 months ago now. And from what I can remember, it's not worth, because even though you take, a little bit of penalties, you know, having a bunch of grudges going on. And then, you know, eventually you get the Confederation with Karak Azul. It's better to, like, again, in my opinion, which if I come over here, where is he? He's over here. Yeah. So like right here, right? You take this initial province. Hopefully by like turn 7 or 8, I'll be able to take out Queek. He says Skaven will never go away since Queek's capital generates it, causing it to drift to 50%. Then you have chaos from the beastmen and vampiric from neighbors on each side. Yes. So, which we'll play it, obviously. But for when I remember, definitely do, I think I had the commandment for the Untainted put down. I put, obviously, the public order building, like the beer building, and then also the runesmith building, and Wallace helps with that, which you don't really, like, your public order never goes good, but as long as you can keep it at 0 or -1, that's fine. And then actually in my, recently, Beastmen have seemed to be doing a little better, but from time to time, it seems like Malagor will do really well, and other times he just gets destroyed right away. But like vampires over here, like after Queek, if they're still around, I just go and knock them out and get rid of them. And then once, you know, after that, then I worry about Grimgor, because you're right. It's better to like get your provinces under control, kind of like what we did here with Skrulk before we expanded. Especially because it kind of makes your Empire fragmented. And so it's a much better plan, in my opinion, to do it that way. Just worry about getting your settlements there safe, under control, get rid of the corruption, all that jazz, and then worry about branching out. Alright, and we will carry on. But yeah, in general, like, you never really, I mean, you can never get rid of it. You just try and maintain it, you know. It's not going to be perfect, and so yeah, you just kind of, same way with playing as like Ungrim or Krezakarak and dealing with like the vampiric corruption in like Drakenhof and stuff like that, or even like in the Empire campaign I did, you know. You know, you're obviously never going to be able to get rid of it, and so you just maintain it the best you can and move on from there.
Many years to come.
Alright.
Clan superior. They will die. Me take over. Take fierce clan.
Yep, that's fine. They are garbage anyway. Ooh, potion of toughness is really good.
Move march.
Yep. I can do this all day.
Faithful servant of decay. Loyal
good.
to clan.
Potion of toughness.
My eyes gone, but I see.
Good. Yeah, I haven't gotten like any scalms. I haven't gotten anything in this campaign.
Unleash corruption.
No problem. Did we get a Hell Pit attendant earlier? I don't remember. I sure did.
A true disciple.
Right. But I mean, that'll be also obviously the good part about the campaign is we'll be able to go through it together and learn as we go. There we go. Walls. Good. Money. Good. And yep, we'll carry on from there. Good. Let's check diplomacy.
Now you come to snake what I shall get. What? Shower me in gifts. Clan Scryer!
Which he seems to be doing just fine. Oh yeah, he's actually gotten into Castle Carcassonne, which we can pop this right down and get other things going, so it's really not that going to be, I mean, it'll take some time to get it, but when we do get them, it'll be okay. So it'll be worth the wait. Did they get another Rite of Primeval Glory army? Holy cow. Damn, alright. Shut up. Alright, we'll carry on. The good thing about Beastmen, though, even like they're declaring war, you know, like, because they'll go, like Malagor, for example, will go to war with Grimgor and the other greenskins pretty early on, and so with Grimgor being occupied with Krezakarak and everyone, it kind of helps keep the attention off of you. So it, yeah, you got to be smart about it, obviously, but, you know, don't overextend yourself and get into a situation you can't get out of. But, you know, like, don't declare war on Grimgore until you're ready to completely, like, full tilt, like, all armies, everyone on deck into Grimgore kind of thing. But good.
Scurry forward. Our clan will rise.
No.
Faithful servant of
There we go.
decay.
Good.
Loyal to clan.
What does he have? Good lord. They must have, like, the building there.
Lastria is mine.
Suck it.
Fight
Food's good. How much money did we get? Yeah, take the money.
Infected. Release them. Yes. Pestilens stalks.
Good. Yeah, that'll be good. Upkeep, campaign movement range, that's always really good to have.
Short tail fool.
And we're getting good levels up on all of our heroes. No, because that doesn't stack. Get the ammo first. And also, another thing is to whether to ally or just kill the lizards. I like to keep them around as trading partners, but I see a lot of people online just kill them off. Yeah, it's a little bit of a judgment call. In my opinion, which, you know, it boils down to what is going on, like, with Grimgore, basically, right? So if Grimgore, like, gets rid of the Beastmen, like, almost on the verge of killing ooh, that's really good, the Karak, then, you know, do that. Peace out with them, because they'll probably like you for either killing what's her face, Khalida, or the vampires themselves. So they should anyway like you for doing that. But if Grimgore's kind of got his hands tied, you're at a good, you know, spot to kind of just, like, build money and stuff. Personally, more times than not, I would just go down there and kill them off. Because what'll happen is later on in your campaign, you'll start, I think you get the aversion, or maybe you don't, I don't know. Regardless, you'll get, like, the great power penalty later on, and eventually they're just going to look at you and be like, oh, you know, he doesn't have any of his armies down here. We don't really like him. Let's just, you know, take one settlement. And so it's just something that you're going to have to, like, come back to and deal with when you're not wanting to deal with it, kind of thing. Good. So, if you can, I highly recommend just, you know, just get rid of them. Like, it'll be less of a headache down the road for you, but you kind of just have to make a judgment call depending on what's going on in your campaign. So, who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be able to deal with them. Also, like, I made the comment in one of Dame's live streams a while ago where there's like 3 campaigns in a row where Grimgore got knocked out by Karak, like, instantly. And so I never had to, like, as Thoric for my first time playing as him, I didn't have to deal with Grimgore at all. Oh, there we go. Which it wasn't like, it was obviously nice because, you know, like, okay, you don't have to deal with greenskins. But it made confederating the dwarves impossible because we had like 1,000+ relationship, you know, with them. everything was fine, but they were so powerful, they could have cared less to confederate. So kind of just gotta make a judgment call, you know.
Faithful servant of decay.
Good. What's our research up? 178. Yeah, we're getting there. That's that building. Yeah. Alright, so let's save money up so we can build that somewhere. Which we should be able to next turn. 60. Yeah, we'll be able to get it next turn. That's interesting. It's also one of the first campaigns where like Marathi hasn't completely destroyed Ulthuan. I have extra walls there, so that's okay.
I shall enslave the world. Most masterful of masters.
Good. Good.
Fight them. Yes, yes. Get the things.
Me Alpha, me train pack well best.
You bubonic.
There we go. Yeah. It's fine. Excuse me. Good. Not really a big fan of pack masters. Most of the time I just use them and follow like around my armies to get the like extra cunning trait from them, but all right. Which he'll run away. Good. Yep, that will make Skrulk's army a little bit cheaper next turn. Yeah, I need to keep remembering to, get him sent up north. Which Eshin should be, Eshin will be fine for a while. It's more about getting Clan Mulder. Yeah, Grimgor is going off. But that's okay. The other thing you can do too, is, like the banners and stuff you get, as the dwarves for Untainted, Public Order, that kind of stuff. When you're taking those cities, just throw those into as many armies, like heroes and lords as you can. That way, if, did they just... Of course they did. That way, if if you're in a province for 3 turns or whatever, it diminishes that by quite a bit for you. Let's see. Yeah, it would be good to start coming down this line. We'll actually do this, because that'll be good for our, no. What am I doing? Go down that line so we can get to oppressive plans. Don't be silly. I mean, and I guess thinking about it, like playing as Thoric, you're kind of like you at the early parts of the campaign anyway. Before you're just kind of like steamrolling. Be a little Skavenish. Like if Grimgor is being kind of maintained by other people, just keep letting them focus on him until they kind of start losing, and just attack people that are weak. I mean, it'll be better for you. It'll be easy money, easy levels up, and there's no sense in putting yourself in a war, with Grimgor when you're not ready for it. Good. Yes, wall it up. Alright, where is his army at? It should have spawned at his capital.
Many kills today.
There it is. Okay. Let's catch them in an ambush. There we go. Good. And this should now be a Skaven Rebellion. So we'll just be able to farm that for experience as well. Good. Yeah, we're coming around. We're getting there. We're slowly expanding. We're getting the food we need to expand basically at the rate we want. It's just we can't afford another Doomstack yet by any means. So Skrulk's just gonna kind of go around while we keep using this city as a sack city. Plus, with even as Thoric, once you confederate Karak Azul, your big trade partners will be the Empire. So you're not wrong in terms of like keeping them for trade, but there will be plenty of wealthy trade partners down the road. So cool.
Very well.
Glad to see it's paying off. But again, a lot of it is judgment calls. So, I mean, I think obviously, I mean, don't take anything I say that you need to do this to succeed. A lot of it is judgment calls and what's going on in your campaign specifically. But, alright. Excuse me. Okay.
I am the Plague Lord.
Just get wrecked.
Time to attack.
Good. Which... Good.
No buboes upon them. Loyal to Clan Can. My eyes thought, but I swore.
Alright, and we want this building. Yes. Ambush defense, Lord recruit rank, magic drop, that's all good. Don't want untainted here.
Pox to rats.
Another good place to get a sack city is right here. I did that in my Ikit Claw campaign. It's really easy to get an easy sack city going right there. Plus, that'll be a lot easier to attack over and over again versus fighting dwarves all the time. We'll just take less casualties that way. Yes.
Fight, kill, death frenzy.
Good.
Steal, then we
Good.
A true disciple.
We'll give him some pretty good items. He's a cunning guy. Yep, that's fine. Ooh, that's good for him. Yeah, the Packmasters just, I mean, they do get a brood horror, so I mean that makes up for it. But for a while, their initial like stats are pretty terrible. And we'll just do Quartermaster with him, even though they're Skaven slaves. I mean, let's just, you know, make them as cheap as possible. Good. More money. Another Scheme of Doom. I wonder who knocked out Marathi. Nan says I need to head out. It's late here, and I need to go into the office tomorrow. I have to get up early since commute is an hour. Good luck with the rest of the campaign. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully I'll be able to catch you a little longer tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming much sooner in the morning. But have a good sleep, and yeah, enjoy your commute.
Some water enough to feed one man.
Alright. Just had to go over and give DM a little bit of a hard time. Non says, thanks. Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you hopping on, even though you got to be up early. So, always thank you for your support, my friend. Yeah, I wonder why they hate each other so much. Tell you what, I really don't want to go into Ulthuan, but I wouldn't mind more Undercities there. Good. I think they go all the way up to the north here. Good. I think I have another Help It attendant I need to put on someone. That's the other good thing to use, like, the other heroes that you don't put in your army are, like, Help It attendants. Good.
We are brave, mighty.
Good. What's it at?
Most masterful of masters.
Good. So it'll put at what? Don't rate it this turn. Grab the there we go. There we go. Grab the replenishment. Good. Yep. Actually, what can we do at? Okay. Yeah, because we want to start getting our Lord Recruit rank up as well. That way we can get more level 13 Lords and get Ravenous expansion going. Oh, yeah. Good. Bump it up to tier 5. Had just enough food. And yep, that'll be able to allow us to bump up our heroes. Same way with that one, and yep, that's good. Do growth here. It's good for scathing corruption, good for money. So put that everywhere. Can we get oppressive? Okay. So save money, that way we can get Den of Secrets next turn. Good, and we'll carry on. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. We're dropping a few.
Lower tails to meet me. Underground, overground, Skaven are we?
It'll be back here shortly. I promise, yes. There we go.
Clan war. A true disciple.
Yep, there we go.
Scary move.
Just refresh my YouTube studio in case YouTube decides to tell me if someone is actually here watching, which if you are here watching, welcome. I know I have a few people that do just kind of like to watch in the background, which is totally fine. I just want you to know that I appreciate your support. Good. And yes. Good. Good. Won't revolt just yet.
Faithful servant of decay. Loyal to clan.
There we go. Which we might end up just using a couple sack cities here for a little bit, just to get these cities built up. They got another. Good lord. I don't know how they're getting so many like super strong units like that, but good.
For Pestilens. Not
Good, more speed. Alright, buildings. Yep, that'll be good. And we'll carry on. I'm going to run to the restroom over the end turn, so I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thank you for being patient. Good. Good. Get our food capacity up.
I am the Plague Lord. Killslay, fight us.
Where are...
More than vermintide, vile tide arises. Joch in Liber Bubonicus. Lord Skrulk. A true disciple.
Good. Yep, just keep making these guys a little stronger.
Of decay.
Love it. Alright, and we want to stay by this settlement this time because it will revolt.
Win back or else else.
Good.
Move march. Our clan will rise.
There we go.
Loyal to clan. A true disciple.
Good.
Skrulk cares not.
Awesome.
No furs. No welcome.
Nope. Nope. No worries. No worries. Need to move him. Oh, and I got another Hellpit attendant. Good. We will carry on. Excuse me. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah, promoted on merit's really good. Lord recruit rank for engineers, or Lord recruit rank +2, hero recruit rank +2 for engineers, ammunition reload time reduction. Yeah, that's all really good.
Doom decay.
Yep.
Time to attack.
Just keep getting more sack cities going.
Faithful servant of decay.
Good. Which we could probably, I mean, if we really needed to, we could probably afford.
Let plague spread.
You know, like another lord just getting leveled up. But at the same time, I got a lot of things being, you know, like built. Good. We'll use that for food. Yep, and we'll just be able to keep doing this basically forever if we want to.
This way.
Alright. Then after this, we'll save up our 2 points for Ravenous Expansion and just swap him out.
Can. A true disciple. Not as pestilent as
Yeah, his
some
stats are garbage.
faithful
Just
servant
terrible.
of decay.
Here we go.
We are
Yeah,
brave.
messed up on that end. No worries. Can we... Alright, heroes, heroes, heroes.
Our plan rules here.
I need more plague priests. We will carry on.
Another victory. Praise me.
So I'm sure you've been able to notice, like, I'm not, in general, like, the fastest expander. I'm more like, get everything, you know, protected. That way you're not chasing everything back and forth. But, that's interesting.
Deal with us.
Yeah. Alright. They won't attack me. Ah, damn it. Blow it up. No, they took it. That's okay. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Good. And now we'll just keep raiding this every turn to get more revolts faster. So we want to be fighting as many battles as possible.
Great victory. Tell the clan. Stroke cares not.
Does... Yeah, he's already got Hell Pit Attendant. Take that off him. And that. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I'm gonna have to just, you know, recruit heroes and just keep them so I can keep using my Hell Pit Attendants.
Fight my brothers.
Good.
My eyes gone, but I
He can't beat me even with what he has there. Yep. Increase our hero capacity. Tell you what, let's... I can't recruit anyone. Shame. No worries.
Pestilens comes.
We're up to 248. That's pretty good. And we will carry on. I think in my 24-hour live stream with the dwarves, I got it up to like 1,000%. It was like 1,010% or something between like the Grugni lords and the students and archivists. There's the order tide forming. Kislev's still alive. That's impressive. Alright. Yep.
A true disciple.
Good. Alright. Nope.
Ashen contract approved.
I mean, any hero that's cunning will get them leveled up.
Faithful servant of
And I mean,
decay.
throw him in the army. It's not going to hurt anything, and it'll be good for.
This is coming. Nothing can stop me.
It'll be. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. It'll be good just to get more hill pit attendants on heroes, and eventually we'll get them, following other armies around as well. Sucks to suck.
Reap for pestilence. Attack. Spread out.
That's okay. We'll be able to build it soon.
Lord Skrulk.
Good.
His scent reveals nothing.
Hopefully we get him to level 13 at this point. And we can swap him out. Good. Not quite. That's okay.
Soon we raid. A true disciple. Faithful servant of decay. Open the
You know what we can do is that.
I am greatest warlord. Yes, yes. Loyal to Clan Can.
And we'll carry on.
Humble priest grows. Plague priest. Onward. Not as pestilent as some. Don't go away. All hail, horned rat. Harbinger of doom.
Huh? Should probably wait till I actually get a alchemist or a hell pit attendant before I do that.
Taste battle, good.
Good. And
A true
good.
disciple.
Rename him Money. So the reason why we do that is this provides growth for all provinces, and that income from settlement buildings plus 4% all regions, which if you're familiar with, Warhammer 2 a while back, they it was like 40%, and so it was insane what you like your income would just go through the roof. Like, it was crazy how fast you could do it, but you can still do it now. Just takes a little longer. Good.
Many kills today.
Good. Alright.
All suffer.
Let's see. Build that. Build that. More money.
Clan etching, assassinating.
I'm really upset. I've had this for a long time now. And it has not grown like anywhere.
Very well.
Yeah, you're garbage. I hate Marcus Wolfhart so much. Good, we'll carry on. We do not want peace. It's been a pretty quiet day for streaming, but that's okay. I'm still enjoying it. Alright, yeah, I really need to get a helping attendant here, or else it's kind of gonna defeat the,
My rats! Squirt fear musk! Guided!
excuse me,
Get the things.
defeat the purpose of recruiting him.
Murder job.
Assassin. I do not have an assassin here yet.
Fight die for me!
Their agents die.
Fight! Kill! Death frenzy!
Here we go.
Recitator!
Faithful servant of decay. Loyal to Clan Khan. Skrulk cares not.
Which in terms of the videos I talked about doing earlier, I have an idea between like chieftains and
I am greatest warlord! Yes!
I mean really probably with just like chieftains and like assassins, to do a like doom stack with those with
Victory!
why can't I think of his name? Snitch. Like, I mean, you get him a couple extra, you know, basically any melee lord really, or especially with what's his face, Queek. I mean, I'll talk about it in my videos I'll be coming out with, but Queek is so like he's so bad. He is between him and Tretch, I don't know who's worse. They both are terrible lords, in my opinion.
A true disciple. His scent reveals nothing.
Good, more money. Yeah, let's keep pushing up into their territory.
Read warp scroll!
I think he's... I guess I should have checked. Yeah, he's still alive. Everyone's still alive. Excuse me, my voice just cracked. Good. Good. Yeah, our income's slowly going up. Good stuff. Oh shoot, I didn't want to build that there. I'm an idiot. Oh well. Yep, we'll carry on. Welcome those of you joining the stream. Welcome. Good. Yep. Keep increasing our food capacities. Get that up to tier 5. Yeah, we gotta do something about these armies that they're cranking out. Ooh, that'll actually be one we have to fight. Let's get everything else done for the turn, though, and then we'll fight that battle. Good.
Win battle, or else.
Guess it doesn't really matter. Take the food. Good. So I'm trying to think about what I want to do.
Faithful servant of decay.
I'm a little surprised we haven't gotten any help at attendance lately.
Loyal to clan. Not as pestilent as some. A true disciple.
Alright.
Faithful servant of decay.
I can't believe I don't have... Huh. No worries. We hopefully will get one when we do that battle. Which, let's jump into it. We need to be careful that we don't get the knowledgeable lord killed. These maps are usually pretty small. That's what I'm most worried about here. Yeah, let's get some more menace belows. It's really, I mean, once we get rid of the coatl units, we'll be fine. Again, welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome. Feel free to pop in the chat if you so wish. If not, not a problem at all. I appreciate your support either way. Which we have Howling Wargale, so if these coatl units like come at us fast or come at us early, we'll be able to not like stop them and just shoot them out of the sky before they do any damage. Especially because I think they can cast like chain lightning. Yeah, this map is terrible. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna be on top of us pretty much from the get-go. Okay. There we go.
Spell casting.
Alright. Which these guys need to shoot. No, shoot. Alright. Gonna pause it. I apologize. I know it's not, you know, a good thing to do, but I really need to do good in this battle, and my micro is not the greatest. So, sue me. There we go. Holy cow. Yeah, I do not have the micro for this, so just bear with me. Because this is gonna get ugly, like, really, really quick if I don't pay attention here. Alright, good. That unit's dead. So all of these need to now focus on that coatl. Shoot over there, shoot here, and shoot there. Okay. 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 So I'm not talking a whole lot. I'm trying to get this battle done fairly, it's not going very well. But trying to take it the least amount of damage as possible here. Yeah, he's got it. He's got to get out of here. Alright. Not ready to lose another one just yet.
Yes, brethren. Let's wait there.
Please do not die.
Ready. Council's command. Fight.
We should. And he did die. Son of a bitch.
Vermintide comes.
Not pretty, we won. But not pretty by any means. Yikes. That map just blew. We would have been fine any other map, but that one was just terrible. Welcome again, guys, to the stream. Welcome, welcome. All melee units, they just rushed us. You may have survived. I don't think he did, though. Which was a shame because he was at like level 12 or 13, I think. But we'll get through it. Which we could always send that that cunning plague priest up there as well. It's not a total loss. We can replace him. It's just that he was a knowledgeable lord. Oh, he survived. Everybody survived. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yep, bump it up to tier 3. Good stuff.
Faithful servant of decay.
Good.
A true disciple.
Alright. Yep, walls, growth. Get rid of that. Good. Yep, prioritize the public order building, not for the public order, but we want to get up to the Lord Recruit rank, which, what are we up to now? Only 3. So we got some time to get to level 13, and then our economy is really going to start taking off. Oh man, we got lucky with that one, but that should have been like all of their armies basically. Yeah, which is good. Alright, we'll carry on. Which is good. Which I apologize if there are more people here. I've been having issues with YouTube telling me how many people are here. At one point a little bit ago it was like up to 3, and now it's down to 0. So if you're still here, thank you very much for sticking around, and hopefully you're enjoying the Skaven action. But just know that I'm not purposely ignoring the chat by any means. Come on. I need a help it attendant, man. I've got the heroes. I need the help it attendant.
Pestilens stalks.
Alright.
Vile tide comes.
Yep. Going to ambush stance. Good.
Stink of command.
Yeah, those chieftains are actually pretty strong. I like those.
I'm deadly.
Yeah, I don't have any new ones, so. Ooh, Hexalotl will be a good one. Alright.
My command. Fight.
Don't have the money this turn to be able. There we go. We got one. There we go.
Faithful servant of decay.
Good, good, good. Yep, do Howling Warp Gale. Excuse me.
Skrulk cares not.
Got some good replenishment buffs with him, as well as our hero here. Good. Yep, we will raid it. Get some more food. What is this? Yeah, it's not really worth it. Ooh, heroes. Got another cunning one there, which is good. Yeah. need my sorcerers to be the traits that I really want to focus on, but that's okay. We'll carry on. Good. There we go. We can actually disband that guy if we wanted to now. We've met yeah, it's probably easier just to disband him and then send another lord up, or another hero up to meet Tretch if we really want him. It's not going to be a priority by any means because he is garbage. Get bent.
Fight us.
Damn. Oh well. Take the money. Not gonna lose any leadership over it. Definitely take the money. Or leadership, any loyalty over it.
Faithful servant of decay.
Yep, overseer is fine. Doom rockets.
Reveals nothing.
Get walls.
Now things fear us. Fight my brothers.
Come on.
Fight ill, infect, doom, decay. You're in Liber Bubonicus.
Good.
All tales are mine.
Good. That should revolt next turn.
Smell.
Actually no. Just get rid of them. There we go. Yep, and we'll just start using the Golden Colossus over here as our new Sac City.
Great leader.
Good, make him immortal.
Disciple. Loyal to Clan.
Good.
Not as pestilent as some.
That's fine.
Faithful
Warpstone
servant
token.
of decay.
Warpstone tokens. Okay.
Now.
Food generation. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And growth. And yep, that's fine. Awesome. And Mulder.
Master Lord.
Why do you hate me? Poop. Quick's getting smacked.
Come, challenge me, challenge Lenny. No, not. Speak them, yes.
There we go.
I am Snitch will.
Snitch definitely has it the easiest to confederate the other Skaven.
Ready?
Yeah, Grimgor is just going beast mode. Which, as soon as I mentioned to it in Dame's chat a while ago on one of her streams, every campaign, now he's just on steroids. But I promise you, I mean, if you go back and into some of my past streams, you see he just does not, he just gets wiped out right away. Like, in my Thoric Ironbrow campaign of, when I did, campaign recordings and uploaded them, he was gone by, turn 30. I guess we can just keep sending him to Tretch. It's not that big of an issue. But I think overall, I mean, I don't want to be done with the campaign after today by any means, but I did think it's he's got Gorge. The point of, you know, playing it to show like how to get a good start with Skrulk has definitely been achieved.
Lord Skrulk.
Yeah, do money.
Next death master. Call me Death Master.
Cool.
I am the Plague Lord.
Good. So he should be down
To strike.
to 2 settlements. Yes, okay.
A true
They're
disciple.
already...
I am Warlord.
They're recruiting another army over here. That is no bueno.
Strike forth.
I mean, if we need to like put some regiment of renown in that army, we definitely can. I don't want to, but if we need to, it's doable. And we'll carry on. It also depends. That guy shouldn't really be able to recruit a whole lot, because I guess I haven't sacked it in a while, so he might actually be able to get something else other than skinks. But we'll find out. Oh no, the High Elves are uniting against me. Good.
Hornet One watches me.
Yeah, he can't recruit anything but skinks. Yep, tier 5 walls. We want the extra warp bomb that it provides.
Join us. Loyal to Clan Can. My eyes gone, but I see. Prepare, unleash boxes.
I think that's all I can do still for now. Ooh, what can I do here? It's like going up. And just save the money. I mean, it's not much money, but we'll just save what we do have. And we'll keep using this as a sack city. So we'll continue. Welcome everyone who's joining. Welcome, welcome. Glad you can make it. I'm actually surprised how many people have been able to stop by streaming later in the afternoon. Gives me hope, I guess, that because usually like right now, next week I actually start my job, and I'll be getting off at 5:30 my time, which is right now. And so on nights or days that I will stream, it'll be probably from like 6:30 to like 8:30 or something like that, you know, during weekdays anyway. So it's definitely promising to see people are able to stop by and, you know, chat if they want to. Yep, make him immortal in case I almost kill him again. Good. Yep, easy win. There we go. Now we got our hell pit attendant. Which I think all of these guys already have one. It's in the other army I need to focus on. Good. Alright.
Think of command.
Yes. No. Alright. I know someone doesn't have one.
Of decay.
Right here.
Night runner.
Save the money just for a little bit in case we need to recruit some regiment of renown for this fight. I don't think
Commander.
we'll need to. Perfect.
Battle. Cowards.
Perfect. And yep, we will just force march back here. Grab a bunch of replenishments.
A true
Good,
disciple.
good. It worked out just the way I needed it to.
Loyal to clan can.
Yep, just keep getting more levels up. No.
Your pupil.
Alright, let's pop this up to tier 5. Which, if it's DM, if you're watching, this is where the food mechanic really comes in handy. So to go up to tier 5, which it'll tell you down here, if you just hover over it, you know how much it costs you. And yep, you just loot, occupy, boom, tier 5, just like that. No. You don't really trade as Skaven, so it's not really essential that you build, you know, resource buildings as Skaven. It's just not important. Good, and yep, pop down the food build or food. Gosh, I can't even think. Commandment. Good lord. My brain is not here today. That is for certain. Oh, I know what I can do. Good. Yep. Start generating me some food. And we'll carry on. Which I will, before I forget. For those of you who don't know, DM Wyvern is a really good friend of myself and the channel. And so I will be popping his Discord link in there. Into the chat. He kind of plays a wide variety of games, and recently, like, I'm pretty new, like, to his Discord group, and like he and all of his friends, and so I mean they're a great group of guys. I really I enjoy. I mean everyone in that group. They make it a lot of fun. That's where he and he has been, what in the hell?
Far beneath an archmage.
He's been nice enough to let me, post things in his Discord group, letting people, you know, letting them know when I'll be streaming and that sort of thing, so... Just like to, you know, do the same thing in return, which I don't know why I'm suddenly dropping some frames. Looks like it's good on your guys' end, but it's telling me that I'm having issues. There we go.
Fight die for me.
Ooh, that's really good.
Scott forward.
Yep, Skaven slaves because you garbage.
Faithful servant
cheap.
of decay.
Woodmaker is good.
true
Punishment rate is
disciple.
also very, very good. Alright. That is unfortunate.
Stick upon betrayal strong. Decay and die. No buboes upon them.
Alright. I'm just gonna wait a little bit and see before I do anything else. If it's gonna fix itself here or if I need to do something. I'll end the turn and see what happens. I forgot to move him. I can't believe that High Elves journeyed all the way down here. Yeah, we're just... It's usually right around the time Clan Moors got Confederated Eshin.
Many patches.
Yep, still connected to the internet. There we go. We're back. I apologize for that. But we are back. Yep, we're good. We're good. Alright. Yeah, I want to start increasing my capacity for Warlock Engineers. Where did he go?
Fox to rats. Yours, Croc. Move, move. Ready.
I cannot believe that they're down here. That is... I mean, if you guys want to know what anti-player bias, that is exactly what it is. 110%. Where they are fighting numerous wars up in Ulthuan, and what do? They come down all the way to Lustria to fight me.
Guide us, Horned One.
Like, cannot think of a better example of anti-player bias.
His scent reveals nothing. Faithful
Good.
Servant of
Alright.
decay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I apologize.
My. Who bothers Greek? Why should I not eat them right now? Now. Running gas.
There we go. Alright. Hopefully they come back here and go in ambush. Take that building over the other one. Yeah, I want to get walls built here first. Good. And we will carry on. Vampire Coast. That is one thing I am worried about, having to stream later in the afternoon after work, is, you know, I'll be getting off work when everybody else does. And so I'm hoping it doesn't, the internet holds up while we still live in our apartment here. Suck it. And we got a Tormentor sword out of it, which is really good. Can't believe they consider that a basic, like, weapon. They're just like, eh. Maybe because it doesn't last that long, I guess. Like the... good. DM, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you can make it.
Loyal to Clan.
Let's see. Good. Yeah, it shouldn't revolt. We should be fine there. Excuse me. Good, we'll get 2 battles out of this. Got an hour before my Legacy of Kain stream. Hey, thanks, man. I'll appreciate having you around for a little bit. Always appreciated. Said I've been here for a while. Just was grabbing dinner. How goes the stream? It goes pretty well. I mean, in the chat you can see Anon was here for a while, and I'm pretty excited. I couldn't sleep last night, and I'm not really sure why. So I woke up at like 1 in the morning to use the restroom, and then was just like wide awake. And I actually, you know, decided to take that time and made a bunch of notes about the level up guides I think I'm going to start doing on the channel. And, you know, basically made a list of things that I kind of want to cover, things that I think are kind of important to know with that. And so I got a few lords lined up and like maxed out, where I'll be kind of explaining, you know, why I level up lords the way I do, army compositions and whatnot like that. So hopefully tomorrow and over the weekend I'll be able to do some of those level up guides, because in talking with Anon and some other people on the streams lately, like no one's really they've done like 20 turn guides and whatnot, but they haven't really done like level ups, you know, and shown, you know, like why you know, Thoric, for example, buffs like Corlers, which is like a crossbow unit for the dwarves. You know, like why would you focus on that versus another type of army build, basically? So I'm excited. I think it'll be good for the channel. It'll be something that is new. No one's really covered it. I think Anon said that Dame has done like 4 or 5 episodes of it, like just skimming the surface, but never really has gone deep into it. And so yeah, I think it's something that will be good. So I'm excited for those. Which obviously the first few are not going to be crisp or clean by any means, but it'll be a learning curve. I mean, you know, just like with anything. So but once it does get, you know, we kind of get some practice under our belts, I'm very excited to see what those will be able to do for myself, for other people watching the streams, and, you know, overall for the channel. So good. We want more of those. Help hit attendance. Yep, that's fine. bump it up to tier 3. Yep, that's all good. That's all good. Alright, now go through our heroes and see who doesn't have a hell pit attendance. Because we need to maximize our research rates. If we need to recruit some heroes, we definitely can. Which I think we need to. Yep, no problem. We got a little bit of extra cash. Good. Damn, come on. Give me a hell pit attendant. Good. Just make a few things a little cheaper. Yep, give him immortality. DM says that exciting. And thank you again for the kind plug earlier. Yeah, no problem, man. You've done the same for me numerous times over and over again, and it is the least I can do. Yeah. Oh, I know what I can do. I can recruit a lord that I've already recruited and put that hell pit attendant on him. Yes, sir. And then we'll just disband him next turn and move on from there. Yep, we're good. We'll carry on. I guess now that you kind of have some time to watch the stream, do you have any questions regarding more Skaven tactics, or are you just kind of enjoying watching Red Sage and kind of learn as you go kind of thing? No, we do not want peace. Fire away, my friend. Fire all your questions at me.
Loyal to Clan.
Yeah, we want to get this so we can get oppressive plans. No, we don't want to do anything with that. Alright, yes. Tier 5, please. Get rid of him. He says, so Tretch gets Vanguard deployment for his entire army, and he is a master of ambushing. What melee composition would you recommend for that? I mean, that's a hard one. Mainly because I wouldn't even with Tretch ambushing. I really wouldn't recommend melee units for him anyway. I'll show you why. Because what difficulty you guys are playing on? Very hard campaign and hard battle difficulty, right? I just want to be sure. Because if you're playing on Lord difficulties, it won't really matter. But if you're playing on the higher ones, like I think you are, then it will matter a little bit. Okay. Hard and hard. Yeah, okay. I mean, if you're dead set on going the melee route, Death Runners aren't too shabby. You get it in, it's a tier 4. The problem is it's a tier 4 unit that you have to recruit. Where I have it here. Yeah, so right here. So you get it in the assassin chain. And it's this Death Runner here. So if just 1 second. I'm just trying to find a way where I can like pin it so I can talk about it a little bit here for you. I think I passed over it. Where are you? Here we go, right here. So they already come with 30% physical resistance, which is really good. You know, for a melee unit, the more physical resistance they have, obviously better, because so your any resistance caps at 90%. But you know, like in terms of like Skaven, if you into melee, the more physical resistance they have, the longer they're gonna last and be able to dish out more damage. So I mean, Death Runners are pretty good for that, and they stalk, so they will stay hidden in any terrain. Which now trapping frames. Of course, now I'm trying to explain it. It's not working for me, so just bear with. My bits per second is fine. I don't know why it's having issues. There we go. We're back. Don't do Storm Vermin. I mean, please, for for my sake, do not do Storm Vermin. For one, they take, you know, if you're in the local province, they take 2 turns to recruit. They do not. They're super expensive for the damage they're gonna provide you. It's just not worth it. Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves are just garbage. I mean, if you're gonna go melee, I recommend Death Runners, especially if you're just gonna use Tretch for ambushing. Yeah, just go Death Runners with him. Get him, you know, don't do like your Lord and all Death Runners. I definitely recommend getting a few assassins for the replenishment. That way, if you take some casualties in a battle, you'll be able to recover them over the end turn. Could you do a checker comp, Storm Vermin? Could you do a checker comp, Storm Vermin plus missile units? No. So as Skaven, I'll do a battle and I'll show you what you do as Skaven. Storm Vermin are, even like in armies, they're basically the things in the way. They're basically like are there to hold back the line while like your missile units do the damage, right? So in terms of that, why, you know, I'm not saying like you can do it, like it's just in terms of economy reasons and what you're getting out of it. So what you would do as Skaven, your missile units are going to be your damage dealers, right? And so use cheaper units for kind of like your crowd control, basically, and you know, either Clan Rats or Skaven Slaves, if you want them in there. You know, that cost you like less than 100 gold per turn versus Storm Vermin that are like 300. But what I actually do, which I did with the new weapons team and the one that I'm doing now, which is what quite a few people do now, is you actually use Plague Priests.
Great character.
Let's get that and that. Which, just 1 minute, I'm gonna be right back. Alright, we're back. Let me check what you sent me. Alright, we are back. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Alright. I haven't seen that video before. But I have an idea of what to show you. So, God, I don't know why it is cutting out on me so much. Alright. So, in terms of, like, your damage dealers, right? It's your missile units. It's your, like, your mortar units. Your, basically, snipers. Like, sniper-type units, right? Your, like, machine guns. And then your artillery. Which, you get those, you get your artillery and the engineering building. And your weapons teams, units right here. And so... It's, oh my gosh. It is actually more efficient to use Plague Priests as your front line instead of infantry, because these guys will hold out a lot better and will actually, they have the ability right here called Vermintide, and you get 5 uses of them. So you have 1, 2, 3, you have 4, so you have 20 Vermintide units, right? And they're basically your crowd control. So you're able to have more missile units in your army, rather than, you know, clunk it up with infantry units that aren't going to really dish you out any damage. Because in Warhammer 2, it's really not about having a balanced army. It's about having units that will essentially give you the biggest bang for their buck, right? Unless you're going like for a themed army, this is something that I highly recommend looking into, because this is it covers everything. You got infantry killers, you got monsters, you got blobs, like you got it all. I need more. Which I will do a battle to show you what I mean in terms of like, you know, why it's better to go with heroes, being your crowd control, versus like infantry units. So if I go to okay. Perfect. This battle will show you why you use your Menace Below ability, which just costs you food, and why you use Plague Priests instead of like Storm Vermin or like basically any infantry unit. Because on the harder difficulties, you're going to get a leadership debuff, just because that's how the game operates. And so you want to buff your like damage dealing units versus units that are holding the line for you. So you got to think how long does it take to recruit a unit? How much is it going to cost me? And then ultimately, like, how much does it cost versus how much damage and like how many kills is it going to give me in a battle? So this is what, and this is why I go with this type of army versus getting like infantry units. All right. Which I'm gonna pause it just so I can set it up properly. But all right. So you got your artillery in the back. You got your snipers and mortar units, and then you got your machine guns in front, right? I put my engineers kind of spread out because they provide this. You can like activate this ability, which helps with accuracy and reload skills, so they'll be firing faster. And then you just spread out your lord and heroes out here. And you got your magic. And so this ability here, right, it costs you winds of magic, right? It's really cheap. It doesn't take long for it to like for the cooldown. And I have four of these plague priests, because Skrulk is technically a plague priest. And so I have 20 of these basically free infantry units that I can spawn in a battle, which is why, again, like, these are going to be your damage dealing units, and it's more important to get those than having the, basically, since you can spawn your melee units for free in a battle, other than costing you some winds of magic. Alright, we just need to shift these guys over. And alright. And we're just gonna spawn some of these to slow them down. But see, while my missile units are firing, I just spawn my Menace Belows to act as my free crowd control, right? And then I have some abilities as well that will not let them move. Good. And I got a warp bomb I can use. Oh. Boom. Yeah, that's gonna hurt a little bit. But I mean, as you can tell, right? Like, they're not able to get due to my Menace Belows and them running into those instead of my infantry. Because you gotta think, infantry units, especially Skaven units, they come in quantity versus quality. So like a Storm Vermin unit has, like, depending on the unit scale, if you play on large, I think it has like 120 units in it. And so that's more damage that your own missile units are probably going to be hitting, your own infantry units. Where if it hits these Menace Belows that I'm spawning, like, who cares? They're free. I don't have to worry about them being replenished over the end turn. And if I go into another battle, I get all 5 of them back. That way, at all times, my missile units are consistently using, you know, my missile units are constantly firing and damaging units that essentially don't matter, right? And yeah, you can use the food mechanic to spawn yourself more menace belows. You don't have to. It just depends on the battle and what you're coming up against. You kind of just have to make a judgment call on, you know, whether or not you think you need more menace belows. Good. But yeah, you use your food for menace belows and battles, and then you use your food to bump up the settlements. That way you don't, you know, you bypass the need for developing or waiting like for food, basically, right? And see, look at that. So all of these units are spawned units. Spawned units decay over time. So like these units, even though they're dying, they're taking a bunch of casualties, right? It doesn't matter. This is not like what matters are these units right here. Because I'm going to get my magic back in the next battle. I'm going to get all my ammo back, right? Like it just doesn't matter that all these menace belows that I spawned are getting wiped out. Because as long as these units consistently keep firing and dishing out damage, that's all that matters. So that's why, like, as Skaven, I never recruit their infantry because they're garbage. Because it's not like you spawn them and then you get them back. Like, if you have an infantry unit, and with Skaven, they're, like, every Skaven unit, their leadership is really, really low. So as a infantry unit where you want them to be able to hold the line, they're going to break almost instantly, and then you're going to have to, you know, hopefully they come back and throw them back up there. But at that point, the enemy is already up in your missile units, and so they're not firing, and then you lose the battle. DM says that was very impressive. Oh, that was a really easy battle. I mean, once you get used to like a weapons team and everything, it's just you basically just leave your missile units on fire at will and just worry about like looking on the battle map and seeing like, oh shit, you know, like I'm about to be overrun over here, so let's pop another menace below over there.
Clan Pestilens will rule the world. Scurry forth.
Good. Which I'll do the other one as well.
Faithful servant of decay.
Good.
Loyal to clan.
So this next one is a little more hectic.
His scent reveals nothing.
Oh, I'm holding off onto this one. So there's also like an economy cheese that you can do in this game, which they nerfed it a while ago, but you can still do it. It just takes a little longer to achieve it, basically, but you can still do it. So I'm gonna save it just in case, because basically this battle, it's really easy, like in terms of the units that they throw at you. It's literally just like 5 armies of zombies that they throw at you. So like there's literally like tens of thousands of these zombies that just come at you, more or less. Actually, let's wait till we get this and get healed up, and then I'll do that battle next turn. But yeah, that's why, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you can't recruit infantry units, because if you want to do an infantry thing, like, that's totally fine. It's just that with Skaven, you have so many other units at your disposal that will perform a lot better for you. It's just not worth getting their infantry, in my opinion. Plus, if you watched early in the stream, if you like go back and watch, there's actually a bug in the game right now where if you ambush an army, they'll just keep repositioning in one area. And so like I literally like stood in one spot and just like baited like one unit at a time basically to come up and get wrecked by my army. It's not ideal, it's not the funnest thing to do. But I mean, you know, it's a way to, you know, to deal with them, which on harder difficulties, this is a really good opportunity to kind of show you. This army of high elves, right? Some high elves are at war with me, but Ulthuan in general, so the high elf island right here, right, is basically at a civil war. Like everyone's at war with each other, and a few of them have declared war on me, right? So even though they're all basically fighting each other, they are sending, you know, close to a full stack at me to attack me because they, you know, the computer is programmed to attack the player, and that is anti-player biased for you at its extent, like extreme. So this one is going to be a little more hectic, but you know, it's going to show you the fact that you have all these menace belows, because again, if you have an infantry unit, you only have that one unit. It doesn't come back 4 or 5 times for you, right? Like once it dies or routes, like that's it. You don't have a way to bring it back, which is why you use plague priests, you know, to spawn those menace belows as your infantry units basically. Alright. So this, you get ambushed. So bear with me. So in this battle, an army will spawn over here. An army spawns here. This army spawns here. And another one spawns over here. It's literally like, as long as you can hold out against people, you're fine. It's just, you know, actually doing it. So it takes a lot, and you got to be prepared for a lot of things. So just bear with me while I get set up. Which, my micro isn't just what it should be in order to be able to do this without, you know, pausing the game. Which is why, another reason why I don't play legendary difficulty is because I don't have the micromanaging ability to do that. I just don't. So like right here, like they're already spawning. Actually, have you guys face that way. Good. Spawn one of these just to slow them down. Alright, and now you guys can turn around. Spawn that. Good. Oh, no, they're still coming for more. So yeah, this one, it's just a lot of force coming at you, and just got to be ready to deal with it all. Which, yep, more units are coming in. Good. Slow them down a little bit. Good. Which, if you're like doing this as it gets faction, it's really not that hard because you have unlimited ammo. But in this sense, I mean, you are, I mean, you have limited ammo, so you gotta be kind of on your toes about it. Good. All right. Good. Get them off my siege equipment. Alright. Get these guys facing that way. God damn. Yep, and then you get flying units. So yeah, I apologize if I'm not gonna talk a whole lot right now. There's a lot of things coming in. Yeah, that's not good at all. Come on, get back on. Good. Jesus. Yeah, we're gonna lose some of our catapults here. That's not good.
Back underground.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm just getting overrun. Alright, turn around and shoot these guys. Nope. Need you to spawn some over here. Which the bad thing is, undead units don't route because they crumble instead. So they're, I mean, to some extent they fight to the death. Holy cow. Sorry, I'm trying to see what I need to do. Good. Fire at will, my friends.
Block yourselves! Ready! Ready! Stop! Stop! Plague march to me! Clan advance! A green brick! Pestilens! Block yourselves! Just fight! Kill! What? Bite! Smell of plague! Big priest!
Good lord. Which I don't think we're gonna lose any units. Hopefully. Yeah, I think we lost some catapults, actually. Come on, get out of there.
Now! Kill death! Suffer the clean! Magic's ready!
Oh, man.
Yes, yes!
And with the buff the CA has given leadership, yeah. That's how you see basic zombie units never dying. Holy cow, that was a nightmare. I think they definitely destroyed one of my catapults, but holy cow. Yeah, it's 1,000, 2,500, 38. So it's like 4,500 units coming at you. Yeah, I definitely lost these two catapults. But, I mean, it happens. The item you get from this is really, really good. So, I mean, it's not ideal that I lost all those units, but I can get them back, basically. But that is, I mean, in situations like this where it's just wave after wave after wave coming at you, that is why you use these to drop those menace belows. Because, you know, if you have infantry units taking up half your army right there, they're not going to be able to hold back against units. Especially on the harder difficulties, they're going to get melee, attack, and defense buffs. Yeah, we lost one unit. You're going to get debuffs and all that stuff, so it's just yeah, it is just, in my opinion, that's why with Skaven you just don't worry about infantry. It's different with, you know, other factions for sure. Like, I'm not saying all infantry is useless for crowd control, but with Skaven, that is why you don't worry about storm vermin, basically. It's just not worth your time. You're basically not gonna get what you paid for, if that makes sense. Like, you're not gonna get your return on investment ever with them. So,
Loyal to Clan.
which I'm, even now, like, I'm not happy with that fight, but it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. So,
Guide us, Horned One.
Yep, we will. Good, he's got the Hell Pit Attendant. We can get rid of you. And
Many kills today.
keep tabs on. Yeah, that army's garbage. And we'll move on. Morn, welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome. DM says vampire counts must be tough for Skaven. Not really. It's like every faction is fairly easy as Skaven. It just, when you do weapons team, the biggest thing that matters is the map. So in the case like in that fight there where I'm literally being attacked on all sides, like it just wasn't ideal. So it's not that vampire accounts in general are really easy because for any faction, because vampire accounts don't have missile units, and so if you have like big damage dealing, like basically any artillery, any faction with decent artillery handles vampire accounts like it's a joke. So it's really not difficult. It's just the map that I was given. Technically I was ambushed in that fight, and so it's just not a great scenario. DM says, "Oh, it's your yes. The plague priests provide the menace below. That's how you spawn them. You bet." Yep. So here's another thing. So, which this is basically like how you can get your Skaven economy really high. You get a basic warlord, which the warlord is the only one that has this trait. You get ravenous expansion. It increases your income from settlement buildings by 4% for all regions. And as Skaven, every like building that's how you make money as Skaven. Every building generates money for you. So, you know, over time, that brings in a decent amount of income for you. And then you just keep, you just keep, alright, you get that lord to level 13, you just boot him out, and you do it with another warlord. And eventually you'll be able to recruit lords at rank 13, so you don't actually have to like, you can use like sack cities for generals that you actually want to use for armies, and then just passively, you know, save enough money to recruit a lord that is at rank 13.
A true disciple.
Which I do know the chat's going up. I'm just trying to get through all these levels. I will read it here shortly. Just bear with me. Alright.
We are brave.
Good. Yep, let's get that up to tier 4. And we'll come over here for some replenishment. Alright. Morgan says, I was watching Phasmophobia on the Lost Sectors channel. Some of Wyvern's buddies now. I'm here. I don't know what that is, but it sounds bad. So I'm just going to assume it's bad, Morn. Alright. Yep, let's get distilled poisons. There are a lot of things in a like Skaven, like Skaven have a lot of mechanics that you really have to pay a lot of attention to, because you can really like utilize, you can do a lot of things with Skaven basically. Like you're not confined to only doing something one way basically. Yeah, let's start getting some of these. Can start testing out the Warpstone Doomstack with other factions, and we'll continue. More says it is whatever that word is, if I said it right. It is actually an okay game. It's a cool ghost hunting game, and Lost Sectors is another gaming channel that I only know because of Wyvern. Ah, that makes more sense now. That makes more sense. Which, DM, this will also be a good, if I stop burping, will be a good opportunity to explain the importance of a sack city and undercities. So, right here, ooh, that's really good. So, undercities, right? So a red province are basically areas that you want to avoid because you have, you know, public order, cost, replenishment, recruitment, all that issues. So like as Skaven, Ulthuan is a uninhabitable climate, so it's a really good spot to build like undercities. And if you build this one, it just I mean, it's a very small chance, but it's still a chance to spread your undercities around. And so I mean, it's just a good way to passively generate food. And then down here, right, we have what is commonly referred to as a sack city, where you're using it to get easy banners. You're doing it to level up heroes. It's just a really good way to get easy food. It's a good way to get easy levels up, basically. And you just sack it every turn. You get some food, but it's mainly for the experience. And then as Skaven, you can you get like Skaven revolts basically once your corruption is above 30%. And you know, every time it rebels, they don't occupy the city. Chaos, Skaven, and vampires, for some reason, I think it's just programmed this way, don't occupy the province that it like is rebelling in. And so as long as you attack the city, so like this next turn, right, it's going to rebel. As long as this is at 0, the rebels like can't attack it and conquer it. So as long as that's at 0, it'll basically come in here and won't be able to occupy it, and you'll be able to attack that city again next turn and the rebel settlement for some easy food. Can't get any knowledgeable lords, unfortunately. What about heroes? I want more heroes.
Great warlord.
Ooh. Alright, no problem.
Great victory.
That's fine. We'll save the money. If it stops bugging on me.
My eyes don't, but I see. No
Good.
underworld.
There we go. And we'll end the turn and carry on. So yeah, I mean, definitely, like, if you have the time, I highly recommend going back and like watching the early parts of this campaign from yesterday and like today to kind of see the importance of keeping your food up, building walls everywhere, and securing your provinces and making sure they're safe before advancing on. Because on the harder difficulties, rather than expanding super fast, which is why, like, for dwarves, I focus initially on the technology that is going to buff my armies rather than the settlements, because you need to have a super strong army to be able to defend yourself, and then later on you can worry about expanding, because it does you no good to, you know, have all this technology that helps your settlements if you can't even hold on to your province, basically. So you got to be smart with your expansion, basically, and always be ambushing. Always be ambushing. Which, if you can't, you can always put a point into lightning strike, and so, you know, that way, which I do have it because occasionally, you know, you can't, it doesn't work for you, but you know, that way if there is reinforcements, you can just bypass it, you know. Good. And yep, you just sack it. Good. Yep. And you get the money, you got the food, bump it up. Alright. DM says, sorry I missed a Lost Sector stream at Morn. Next time, nudge me. DM says, your use of the Menace Belows is eye-opening. Yeah, I mean, as Skaven, be thinking cheap. In terms of, like, infantry. Do not, like, I highly recommend, do not waste, like, spots in your army for melee troops. It's just, it's not worth it. Because Skaven, their damage dealers are their weapons team units. Like, arguably stronger than, in terms of like artillery and missiles, Skaven are stronger than anybody. So, yep, give them their mounts, that's fine.
True disciple.
Yep. Cool.
Faithful servant of decay.
Okay.
Later, master.
I think I need more. Ooh. I saw none. Good. Also, as Skaven, you, which I'm gonna actually put the link in here. There is a ultimate ancillary guide for each faction that I highly recommend looking into. And so, like, as Skaven, you can increase your capacity for heroes, getting certain banners, but also technology. So, like, my research rate is at 342%. And you get that by doing this technology. And it gives you a 25% chance of getting Hell Pit attendance, which gives you a plus 10% increase faction-wide to your research rate. And Skaven aren't the only ones that can do this. Dwarves do it as well. Dwarves actually have two things that they can get to do that. They get like alchemists and students, and so like in my 24-hour live stream, at the end of it, my my technology is over like 1,000%.
You reek of fear. Yes. What could such pitiful things offer, Cheaty?
No. That's why, so the other day when you got, I guess it wasn't the other day, it was last week when you guys started that, stream, with, now I can't think, as Torox, you know, and, Tretch. And then when I saw, the Red Thage, recruiting clan rats into his armies, it took like everything I had not to just like shout out no. Like, because you know I don't want to be that guy, you know, because you know everyone can play how they want, but there are just so many things better for Skaven than their infantry. Yep.
Loyal to Clan. Skrulk cares not.
Good.
A true disciple.
Cool. No.
Servant of decay.
Good. Do not want you. Alright. So in case you're wondering like why I'm recruiting a hero and disbanding it, I'm trying to get the cunning trait because it gives you a 10% increase to your ambush success chance in a local region.
Beyond even quiet.
Yeah, we'll have to help them out with that. No problem. We'll get there in time.
Not my fault.
Yeah, we can pop that down. Cause some disease. And we'll carry on. All right. Yep. Good. All right. That's why, as well, DM, like, Tretch is a terrible, legendary lord, in my opinion, because he just does not provide very, like, good buffs to certain, like, units, basically. He just doesn't do good. Due to an enemy, right? Okay. Yep, lightning strike is good. Good.
Loyal to Clan Can. A true disciple.
Good.
Faithful
All
servant
right.
of decay.
Lord recruit rank. Yeah, stuff just costs so much money. Unfortunately.
Clan war.
Okay.
You're in Liber Japonicus. Scurry forth.
Good. And we'll move on. Which hopefully you guys stuck with me there. I know I dropped frames quite a bit there, so I apologize. Good. Alright. Where did they go?
I sing. I hunt without eyes.
Dead.
Unleash corruption.
Good.
Loyal to Clan Can.
More hell pits. Yeah, I think I need more heroes. Alright, no worries. I know I have some lords that... Yep, don't have it. Good. Good.
Fight, kill, death frenzy. I say move.
Yep, and we'll stay here so we can get the revolt as well. These chieftains are pretty good.
Not as pestilent as some.
Good. Alright.
A true disciple.
Oh yeah, because they wounded my hero here. But I think that's a good place to end it. I'm dropping quite a few frames. I think too many people are using the internet in our apartment here, so I'll definitely be joining your stream, DM, and I'll talk to you guys there. But thank you all who stopped by. I don't know if I'll continue this one tomorrow or not. I kind of want to get into Thoric's campaign a little bit. Because we've set out what I wanted to do in terms of like showing how to start out effectively as Skrulk, because his starting location in Oxel is not the easiest, but I haven't decided if I'll do this tomorrow or do Thoric, because I plan on streaming quite a while tomorrow, and so this campaign, it's to the point now where we obviously don't have Lustria, but we're not really having any issues, and kind of get if you do watch the stream, you kind of get the gist of it and whatnot. So who knows? I'll decide later on what I want to do. But I will, before I go, for anyone other than DM or Morn watching, here is the link to DM's stream that he will be doing, I think, in about 5 minutes. So if you want to go over there and give him a raid, I guess, check him out. I'll be there shortly. So thank you all for watching today, and I will see you tomorrow.